I want you to picture something. You've got your offer. You know who it's for. You've done the validation conversations. You've priced it properly. You're not undercharging out of guilt anymore. That's weeks 4 through 8. Look at you go. And now someone says, oh, that sounds interesting. Where can I find out more? And you panic. Because the answer is nowhere. Or worse, the answer is, I have a page, but please don't look at it too closely because I've been tweaking the font for 6 weeks and I'm not sure it's quite right yet. That's what we're talking about today. Sales pages. Specifically, why yours doesn't exist yet, or why the one that you have isn't doing anything useful, and what to actually do about it, without turning it into a design project that takes 3 months and costs you a graphic designer, a copywriter, a web developer, and most of your remaining will to live. Hey up, I'm Leigh, and this is Basic AF. Let's get into it. Here's what I see happening a lot with early stage founders. They spend weeks, sometimes months, building their offer. They figure out the problem, they design the thing, they price it, they even do the scary validation conversations. And then they hit the sales page and everything just stops. Because suddenly they're looking at what everyone else has done. And everyone else in this context means the 6-figure course creators, the big companies, the coaches with the slick personal brands and the 15-section scrolling epics with the animated testimonials, the countdown timers, and the, for fuck's sake, I'm already tired describing this. And they think, I need to do that. So they either try and build that, get overwhelmed and do nothing, or they build a version of that and it's a cluttered mess that doesn't convert because it wasn't designed for a business at their stage in the first place. This is what I call the big brand trap. And it's not your fault you fell into it. That's all you've been shown. But these pages exist in a completely different context. They've got marketing teams, they've got split testing data, they've got existing audiences that already trust them. They're not selling to 10 people, they're selling to 10,000. You are not them. And that is not an insult. That's actually a massive advantage. Because what you need is so much simpler, and simple is fast. And fast means you actually have a page. I want to tell you about Priya. Priya is a former HR manager who left her corporate job and set up as an independent career coach. She helps people in their 30s who feel completely stuck, overqualified for what they're doing, underpaid, and terrified of making the wrong move. She's brilliant at it. She had 6 clients through word of mouth, and every single one of them has come back to say it changed things for them. But Priya has been working on her sales page for 4 months. She bought a Squarespace template. Then she switched to Wix because someone in a Facebook group said that Squarespace was overpriced. Then she bought a Canva template pack from a sales page because she saw it on Instagram. Then she found a free template on a blog somewhere and decided to start from scratch with that one. She's written and rewritten her headline 11 times. She has a folder on her desktop called Page Inspo with screenshots of 43 different coaching websites. She has not published anything. Meanwhile, she had 4 people ask her in the last 2 months where they can find her online. She sent them a slightly panicked voice note explaining what she does. 2 of them didn't follow up. She'll never know if that was because the service wasn't right for them or because the experience of trying to find out more was just too confusing. Priya's problem isn't her offer. Her offer is solid. Her problem is that she's been building a billboard when what she needs is a door. Let me explain what a sales page actually needs to do at your stage of business. It needs to answer 5 questions. That's it. 5 questions. And when somebody lands on your page, they should be able to find the answers to these 5 questions without scrolling for 45 minutes or needing a PhD in marketing to decode your copy. Here they are. Question 1. Is this for me? This is the first thing someone asks when they hit any page, consciously or not. And your job in the first few lines, not the first section, the first few lines, is to answer it clearly, not cleverly, clearly. This is for freelance designers who keep undercharging. This is for new mums returning to work who don't know what they want to do next. This is for small product businesses trying to figure out stockists. If someone lands on your page and they're in that group, they should feel it immediately, like a little click of recognition. Oh, this is about me. If you lead with something vague like helping ambitious professionals unlock their potential, you've lost them, because ambitious professionals is everyone and no one, and unlock their potential means absolutely nothing. Question 2. What's the problem you solve? Not what do you do, what problem you solve. These are different. I help people write CVs is what you do. I help people stop sending out CVs that get ignored so they actually get interviews is the problem that you solve. You want to name the problem in a way that makes your reader feel seen, not diagnosed, seen. There's a difference. Seen is, yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. Diagnosed is, okay, you've identified my flaw, well done. Aim for seen. Question 3. What do I actually get? This is where so many pages go wrong. People describe their process in enormous detail, 6 modules, 12 sessions, 3 bonus resources, a private Slack channel, and a partridge in a pear tree, without ever being clear about what the person walks away with. What changes? What's different? What can they do, feel, know, or have on the other side that they didn't have before? That's the outcome, and the outcome is what people buy. They don't buy your process. They buy the result of your process. Question 4. What does it cost and how does it work? Put your price on the page. I know this feels terrifying, but do it anyway. People who are serious about buying need to know if it's in their budget before they contact you. People who aren't ready yet will feel respected rather than tricked when they're not lured into a discovery call only to be blindsided by the price at the end. Also include the basic logistics. Is it a one-off session? A program? Does it run on specific dates? Is it one-to-one or group? How do they book? Don't make someone send 3 emails to find out the basics. That friction loses sales quietly and invisibly. Question 5. What do I do next? 1 action, 1 button, 1 link, 1 instruction. Not book a call, download my freebie, join my email list, and follow me on Instagram or read my blog. Just one thing. The main thing. The thing that moves them forward to working with you. Book your free 20-minute call. Join the waitlist. Purchase here. One thing. Every extra option you add reduces the chances that they'll do any of them. This is not theory. This is just how humans work. When they're making decisions under mild uncertainty, give them one door. Now, the design. I need you to hear me on this. Your sales page does not need to be beautiful. It needs to be clear. Those are not the same thing. And in fact, they are sometimes in opposition to each other. I have seen stunning pages, genuinely gorgeous, that told me nothing useful. And I've seen ugly pages, Comic Sans energy, questionable color choices, that converted brilliantly because every word was doing real work. You don't need a bespoke design. You don't need a template pack. You need a clean, readable page with your 5 answers on it in the right order with one clear call to action. If you're using a website builder, Squarespace, Wix, Notion card, whatever you're on, pick the plainest template available. Seriously, plain. No sliders, no scrolling, no fancy hover effects, just a page that loads fast and reads clearly. Black text on a white background. Maybe 1 accent color if you have a brand color that you love. Readable font size, bigger than you think, with generous space in between sections so it doesn't feel like a wall of words. That's it. That's the design brief. You're welcome. Now back to Priya. So what does Priya actually do with all of this? She closes the page inspo folder. She doesn't delete it. She's not a monster. But she closes it because it's not helping her. It is actively making things worse. She opens a blank document, not a design tool, just a Word document, and she writes the answers to the 5 questions in plain English, like she's explaining her offer to a friend. Is this for you? Yes. If you're in your 30s, doing okay on paper, but feeling completely wrong in your career, and you don't know what comes next. What problem do I solve? You keep starting sentences with, I should probably, and never finishing them. I help you figure out what you actually want and make a plan that you can act on. What do you get? 3 one-to-one sessions, a career clarity framework tailored to your situation, and a written action plan you leave the process with. What does it cost and how does it work? £450 for the 3 sessions package. Sessions are 60 minutes each over Zoom, booked fortnightly. Payment upfront via Stripe. What do I do next? Book a free 20-minute call to see if we're a good fit. She's done that in 40 minutes. She pastes it into a square space page, picks the plainest layout, adds her photo, and publishes it. Is it the most beautiful page on the internet? No. Is it live? Hell yeah. Does it answer the 5 questions? Yes. Next week, she sends the link to those 4 people who asked. 2 of them book calls, and 1 becomes a client. The fancy version can come later. The live version needs to come now. Here's what I want you to do. Open a blank document. Answer the 5 questions in plain English. Don't overthink the wording at this stage. Just get the information down. Then look at what you've written and ask yourself, if someone landed on this page having never heard of me, would they know immediately if this was for them? Would they understand what they'd get? Would they know what to do next? If the answer to all 3 is yes, put it on a page and publish it. Today if you can, but this week at the latest. If the answer to any of them is no, that's your editing task. Fix the gap. Don't redesign, just fix the gap. The worksheet for all of this to walk you through will be in the BBS community, and I'll put a link below. When you've got your 5 answers written, even if they're rough, even if you hate the wording, even if it's not on a page yet, come and drop them in the BBS community. Not the finished page, the draft answers. Because getting feedback on the content before you wrestle with the design is going to save you a lot of time and pain. Link is in the show notes. Come and share it. Next week, we're talking about where to find your first 10 people. Because a sales page is only useful if someone actually sees it. And no, the answer is not post it on every platform and hope for the best. We're going to talk about where your actual people are and how to get it in front of them without turning into a content machine or sliding into strangers' DMs like a weirdo. I'll see you there.